Welcome to the Tony Gaskins Show, best-selling author, celebrity life coach, and international speaker. The purpose of this show is to bring you motivation, inspiration, and education in the areas of life, love, and business. Thank you for joining me. Now let's get started. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Talks with Tony. Got a question today, and it is titled Secret Female Friend. Hello, Tony. My name is Anonymous. Let me begin by saying thank you for all that you do. Listening to your podcast, motivational speaking, and books encouraged me while I was single to go to nursing school and work on myself. I am now a registered nurse and doing great. Okay, now let me hold some. I know what y'all make. Send me a cash app. Money sign, Tony Gaskins. Thank you. Anywho, I had a question to ask and would appreciate if you had time to respond. I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for a year and a half now. He is a great guy, very respectful, great career, etc. He has been pretty open and honest with me, or at least I thought. I was looking through his Facebook messages and found messages between him and a female. They were calling each other friends in the messages. So I know they are not family. From what I read, it looks like he has been spending time with her, going on walks, taking her on several job interviews, filling out job applications for her, but he has not said anything about her to me. I ask him about the details of his day every day, and he tells me about everything but this female friend when he sees her. I have brought up the topic of female friends and tried to give him several chances to tell me who this female is, but he has yet to tell me who she is or when and why he is seeing her. Although I'm not too sure if anything is happening, I don't understand why the secrecy. No flirting or anything inappropriate in the messages, just conversations, joking around, oftentimes late night, although we agreed to not text/speak to friends of the opposite sex late night, but who knows what happens when they see each other. He tells me about his other female friends, but not this one. Should I be worried? I haven't said anything about it because I was snooping. How should I go about dealing with this? Should I even address it? Thanks in advance, Tony. Thank you so much for that question. Very, very deep, very deep. Deeper than you may realize, and yes, you were snooping, so it is forbidden fruit. And if you remain with him, he will never trust you again, and you will also teach him how to hide his stuff better. So if you can get into his Facebook and you get this intel, then I would say if you continue doing that, you cannot bring it up. You got to wait and see. But what this sounds like is he's building on a firm foundation with her. He's building real love. He's falling in love. He's not in love with her, but he's falling in love, and he respects her. Something's going on with her. She may have a boyfriend. She may have a husband, or she may be in a little situation because they're writing on Facebook. You only write on Facebook with people who you cannot be caught texting. So that right there does not add up. Like me, I have female colleagues, female clients. They all can text me. Don't write me on Instagram. You got my phone number. And you can text me because my wife can see that because we're talking business. We're not talking about anything inappropriate. The phone is easier to get to than Facebook because Facebook has a password. So he's thinking it's safe in that Facebook, but you done got in there. He does not know you're in there. You're asking him about this situation. He's telling you about everybody. Reason why he's not telling you about this, my daddy told me a long time ago. He said that his daddy told him, I don't know if that was the truth or he just wanted to sound like he got some wisdom from his father. But he said to me, he said, son, I was telling him about my wife, I think it was, at the time. She was my girlfriend. I was like, I really like her. She a great person, and she's so, like, open and honest. Like, she always come and tell me, like, oh, this guy tried to talk to me today, and I was like, whatever, and I just kept walking. He was like, son, my daddy told me Long time ago, I said that, and about your mom. And my daddy told me, tell her, don't tell you about no other men and what they saying to her, because when a good-looking man say something to her, you ain't gonna hear about that. And sure enough, I went back and said that. I said, stop telling me about all these ugly men that's trying to talk to you that you're walking off on, because if a good-looking one say something to you, I ain't gonna hear about that. And boy, she almost choked on her slob. She was okay, all righty. Well, all right, I won't mention it to you. And so when we tell you something, as human beings, when we tell what we can tell, we tell what's not a threat, or we tell what's eating us alive. So you're probably going to hear about her at some point, because that guilty conscience may eat him alive. If he does not tell you, and you check the messages once a month, and they still talking, they still meeting up, and they still talking on Facebook, it don't mean that they doing anything intimate. They could very well be doing something intimate now. It could be because a man is not going to do all that for free. So if she's not talking about, well, how much for the next trip to an interview, or how much do I owe you? If she's not talking about all that, something about to go down. Hey, guess what? I would like to connect with you in a more personal way. Have you ever thought about having a life coach? Have you ever felt like you needed to be around like-minded people? Are you trying to grow and learn more and push yourself to the next level? If that is you, then my new group is for you. Now, in this group, I have over 10 courses online that you can go through at your own pace. You can log out and log in as many times as you like. Inside of the system, you can also send me personal messages that I will personally respond to. We also have monthly power calls. Depending on your level of membership, you have access to the live call where I will share an on-time message and open the line for Q&A. In those same membership levels, you have access to the private Facebook group where you can connect and build with like-minded people to support one another. You also receive 1 to 2 free tickets to the annual conference. So look, I created this for you to remove all excuses. You have no excuse now to remain the same. So visit GaskinsUniversity.com, GaskinsUniversity.com, and join the group. I look forward to working with you, and we will see you at the top. But see, this is what happened with men with dating. See, everything good about him, he got a good job and all of that. So he's stable, he doesn't need you. He does not need you. He wants you, he does not need you. And so what he's doing, he's dating around. This woman here is a potential. She's a potential replacement for you. So, but he's not sure about it yet. So that's why he has not mentioned her to you, because he does not want you to know about her, because she's a potential replacement. And he's just kind of waiting and watching. Now, if she seems to be a better person than you, more sound, more stable, prettier, whatever it may be that he gives, credit to, then he may very well be gone in the near future or cause a problem. So pay attention to it now. Pay attention if he starts getting snappy, start being kind of rude or condescending or being short, being a little absent. You don't hear from him for a day or even 2 days. Just things start to change. If things start to change, it's probably that friend. But you cannot show him that you know something. You cannot show him that you know something past where it's going to get changed. You got to be cool, calm, and collected. And what I would do, out of safety, I would test him and say, this me now. You do what you want to do. This me. I would test him and say, I was just thinking, and if y'all aren't abstinent already, I would be abstinent. I was thinking we need to build more on friendship versus sex. Now, if y'all already abstinent, then that does not count, but you did not say that. Normally people mention that. So I would bring that up. And the reason why is because if she's a friend that becomes a friend with benefits, that means she gonna be getting unprotected sex with him because he gotta go in like it's not planned. So if he goes in and then things get hot and bothered, and they at the apartment and they go to kissing or what have you, and then he whips out a condom, she gonna be like, oh, you played me, so you came over here for that. So he got to have unprotected with her. So that's why if y'all having sex, I'll go ahead and shut that down. Nice and polite and kindly, but just go ahead and shut that down while you can see this thing play out. Now the other side of that is he gonna use that as an excuse where you cut off that there, so I had to get it from somewhere else. So you got to ask yourself now, because if you're doing it, you're already doing it. So you got to ask yourself, are you gonna buy that? Are you gonna accept it? It's not a valid excuse. It's not a man will use it, but it's not a valid excuse, because if you love somebody and you want to be with them and their thing is they want to wait until marriage for sex, then you either going to leave because you don't believe in that, that's not your thing, or you're going to respect them and you're going to stay with them. But 9 out of 10 times, you're going to stay with them if you really love them. So he has love for you. He probably loves you, but he's not in love with you. And that's what's allowing him to do this here. So you got to keep paying attention, however you're going to pay attention. You got to keep your eyes open, your ears open. I would probably keep legs closed, keep your mind open so you can think clearly, and make sure you're doing the right thing. But this right here, he's on dangerous ground. And after a month, especially if you want to move forward with him, after a month or two, and I say he'll never trust you again, or he'll learn how to cheat better. He will trust you because you didn't do anything, but he will learn how to cover stuff up a little better, and you will probably have to catch him a second time and a third time, building on friendship with a woman, for him to realize, okay, nothing can get past this woman. But I remember I sent a message on Facebook, and I ain't log out on my Facebook. My wife went on a computer. But early on, first year of our marriage, probably first couple months, she had just had our son, and I sent a message to a video model who's kind of like, I thought she was like arm candy, like a model for hire, and asked that model, if she would accompany me to an event. It was like a club event. I had become an author. I was a nobody. Nobody really knew me, but the guy who was throwing it in the hood club, wanted to put me on the flyer because he knew me. We grew up together, and I wrote a book. So he was like, man, hey, you somebody. So I wanted to go, didn't want to go alone, wanted to take me some arm candy, and was still a grown boy. Didn't want to take my wife. She had just had a baby. And so just, being rude and nasty, just ignorant. I was 23 years old. Didn't know anything about that. It had just come out of cheating every woman, like nothing. Treating every woman, cheating on every woman, everything. My wife found that message. She brought it to my attention. I saw the message you sent on Facebook. What message? The message you sent to such and such. What the message was? What it said? You know the message I'm talking about. You asking her to go to the event with you. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, am I not good enough to go? I'm like, baby, you just had a baby. You just had a baby. You're not feeling good. You ain't looking your best. This one, I'm 23 years old. Man, that thing hurt her. But guess what? When she let me know that, I learned then, okay, this is inappropriate. To ask another woman for a favor, for a friendship or whatever. I'm like, I wasn't going to do nothing with the girl. I wasn't trying to do nothing with her. I don't like her. I don't respect her. To me, I see her as like a video vixen. Like, I was thinking I was going to have to pay her $100 or $200. I just wanted to go, with some arm candy or something, just to feel like a celebrity. I thought this is what celebrities do. I thought, when celebrities go on a red carpet, they take like a fake date. And this was my legitimate thoughts. But I had to explain it to her, and I learned my lesson. I stayed out of that Facebook inbox, I tell you that. So he has love for you. Been with you a year and a half. You're RN now. You making money. You're a good catch, especially if he done gave you a year and a half. But now y'all been dating too long to still just be dating. So it's time to get serious.
But it does not sound like he's going the right way because he's talking to somebody else when he should have already proposed to you at 12 months. So you're going to have to bring it up and risk your chances just so you don't waste your life. You don't waste too much time. So if he doesn't mention her and you check that Facebook next month and the next month and he still has not mentioned her, yeah, you're going to have to bring that up and then you're going to have to make a decision, see what that's about. But that's going to be a tough one. I think y'all can work through it if he's willing to realize the error in his ways and come clean. And he's willing to make a decision that it's going to be just you and him and all the way exclusive. And he got to cut off these female friends. Like, they got to become female associates, female colleagues. But they can't be friends where you kikiing every day and you confiding in each other and all of that there. And you meeting up. No, you can't. All that is off limits in a relationship. That's all off limits in a relationship. It need to be hey and bye. It need to be Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Easter, Happy Father's Day. That's happy birthday. That's it. No meeting up, doing job interview, kikiing late at night on the Facebook inbox. No, all that out of bounds. That's all out of bounds. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. Thank you so much for joining me. Looking forward to working with you. We'll talk soon. Hey, don't forget to join us on GaskinsUniversity.com. GaskinsUniversity.com. If you need some extra courses, an extra push, a powerful team pushing you to the next level of success, visit GaskinsUniversity.com today.